Peace, peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now. There's no such thing as I'm just saying. Matter of fact, this is an ego bust down vibe. And again, there is healthy aspects of the ego. I'm not saying kill all of the ego. But again, there's still a lot of unhealthy aspects of the ego that we accept in our day-to-day lives that's not necessarily healthy for us. And I think about this aspect of, I'm just saying, we got this statement of somebody say something, I was just saying, there's no such thing. And it's either one or two things, and either way it will point back to you wasting your time saying it. And let's get to it. Where it'll be like, I ain't tripping about you doing this, but I'm just saying. Matter of fact, the fact that we say but is basically discrediting everything, I love you, man, but it's like, it's like having a rebuttal. But again, it's like, but I'm just saying that. And there's another thing I speak to. A hit dog always holler with the ego. I'm realizing if I ever feel offended about something somebody's saying, it's because of my own identification with whatever they're talking about feels butthurt. You know what I'm saying? So if I super identify with being a baseball fan and somebody goes to talking about how baseball ain't shit and this and that, that's their form of expression. In that moment, I should understand what shit, them expressing that they think baseball ain't shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna take it no kind of way. But if I'm identified with baseball strongly, on a level, identify with it as if I was the sport of baseball myself in essence, then somebody will bring that up and I'm like, no, this and that, and you're gonna feel a need to defend your identity or what you identify with, you know what I'm saying? But there's no such thing as I'm just saying, because two, it goes to show you, also as spiritual beings, we learning to not just say shit just to be saying, you know what I'm saying? Of course, again, whatever is a part of our being is a part of our being, there's no such thing as bad or good, it's all learning experiences nonetheless, but, again, that I'm just saying vibe, it's like, why even say something if you didn't feel it in the first place then? Because some people be like, I'm just saying, and saying that is like, what I said has no credibility, or, it was some bullshit, but I'm just saying, well, you brought it up for a reason. If your mouth took the time to chew out those words, you know what I'm saying? That takes time, that takes intent in essence, you know what I'm saying, to actually speak, it takes, it ain't no just, I'm just saying vibe with that, you know what I'm saying? And again, a lot of people may feel like, I was just saying this and that, it's nothing important. Well, why you even said that aspect? Well, why you even said it if it wasn't important, And it's just pointing out that, there's no coincidences. A hit dog gonna holler. If we feel the need to have to defend a certain energy or fight back or something like that, it's because we identify with that energy. And again, neither bad or good, because we learning ourselves through realizing these certain things, It's like somebody might go to Bush saying man, all YouTubers who are ungrounded and talk out of the side of their neck, ain't shit and this and that. And if I'm feeling like, man, I was kind of talking outside my neck, then I'm going to identify with that. And again, that person ain't do nothing wrong by speaking on how they feel about YouTubers and this and that, But if I'm identifying with what they speaking on, then I'm going to look at it as, they talking down on me, as if I am, that energy, you know what I'm saying? And again, hit dog gonna holler, you know what I'm saying? If we talk about eating raspberries too much, bruh, raspberries, you eat too much raspberries, this and that, it'll cause this, it'll cause that, and a person just finished eating a lot of raspberries, you know, a hit dog gonna holler. If they feel guilty, they gonna be like, oh, well, you know, I don't know, I think I might have had less than 100. I don't think I had that many, you know, compared to somebody that don't give a fuck, like, hey, look, it is what it is. I ate however many raspberries I ate. And two, I get that, you know, everything is a constant reflection of me, you know what I'm saying? And then the person saying, like, oh, a person who eat a lot of raspberries, this and that, you know, that was that doubting aspect of myself, or that negating aspect of myself, manifesting into another being, and kind of like checking that, you know, or not even say checking, but being a personification of that, you know. Say for instance, because you could have had some inner doubt, like while you eating those raspberries, like, I wonder if I'm eating too much, you know. And just that simple thought manifests into somebody putting that on blast, like, you know, eating a lot of raspberries is like this. That's that actual thought you had of like wondering if I'm eating a lot of raspberries, manifested into an external form of somebody, you know, kind of questioning if you ate a lot of raspberries, you know. And if you feel guilty about that comment, then you know, you identifying with that. And if not, you like, oh shit, you know, you get it. It's like, bro, look, it is what it is. I don't identify with that energy, you know. Again, because the reason why I'm bringing up this too, because I realize, you know, I want to get back to just, you know, not being scared of saying certain things, like, because sometimes I got into a mode of like policing what I say due to it harming someone's ego, not their soul, but their ego, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, hold on, you know, the whole aspect, because that's basically like, if I'm giving into somebody's ego externally, that's pointing to me giving into my own unhealthy ego internally, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, let that unhealthy aspect of the ego live, you know. Well, all right, it's gonna, you know, also show itself externally as well. But, you know, it's the whole aspect, you know, of keeping it real, you know, not sugarcoating things to not harm someone's ego in essence. Of course, there's a tactful way of expressing truth. I don't mean like just like, again, because being authentic and blunt doesn't necessarily mean being disrespectful, you know. And at the same time, being authentic and straightforward shouldn't be seen as disrespectful, because that's a loving thing. Like, you know, if I'm keeping it real with you, it's because I love you, you know. If I'm not telling you what's real, it's because I probably don't even know you and probably don't give a fuck about you, or something of that nature, you know. As far as like, that's the mind frame, you know, that's the true essence of it, you know. You know, reason why we be trying to always tell our family or certain people we vibe with, like, hey, you should do this healthy thing, or you should do this healthy thing, and we be trying to be on them about it, you know. It's because of love, you know, we care about them. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be telling them that, you know what I'm saying? But again, the whole aspect of, you know, oh, I'm just saying, it's like, there's no such thing. And again, just me bringing up this is for us to all, you know, peep the aspect within our realms of like, how many times we be like, oh, I'm just saying, and it don't really serve a purpose, you know. And if it don't serve a purpose, then why even I'm just saying, you know, like, if it didn't serve a purpose, why you even brought it up in the first place, you know what I'm saying? Because again, we could dodge a lot of little, you know, extra over talking or extra talking, or, you know, bringing up things that aren't relevant to the now. Like, you know, that's another reason why I'm bringing up that, because again, it's clearing out the aspect of bringing up things that's not relevant to the now, and it's clearing up the aspect of just being authentic as well. Like, all right, just be authentic and say that you feel this way instead of disguising it as I'm just saying. That's another thing I'm getting to. Like, in mostly all cases, it's not, you know, I'm just saying, you know, you feel some kind of way. And sometimes, you know, we get hit with these certain things we identify with. It's all right for us to, you know, go through a vibe of feeling some kind of way, because then we realize, like, all right, I am identifying with this pretty strongly. You know, why am I identifying with this strongly? You know, is me identifying with this strongly beneficial to my growth or no? You know what I'm saying? Like, and moving from there. But that's basically it, because I want to make this Instagram, IGTV, but no such thing. I'm just saying that what I'm just saying ain't important, but then why you said it. Peace, y'all. Now is the vibrate. The only thing that exists is now.